Good afternoon. My name is Cesar del Corral. I'm a business administration student, and today I'm going to present you my last project for the course of Operation Research. The organization selected was the Red Cross because it's where I work, and the model is applied to the process I lead, that is all the labor technical program selling strategy. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Red Cross and his history. Well, it begins in 1859 when Henry Dunant, on a trip through Italy, arrived in Solferino when the Austrians, French, and Italians had just fought a battle. Moved by the abandonment of thousands of wounded, he tried to assist them and asked for help from the population. Later, in his impressive story Remembrance of Solferino, which will quickly become famous, he proposed the establishment of a voluntary relief societies designed to support the military health of the armies. That's how Red Cross has born. In Colombia, the Red Cross was born in 1899 during a war-like conflict. That was the War of 1,000 Days. And in that occasion, an ambulance with personnel to help the wounded and sick on the battlefield served on behalf of the Red Cross. Here in Cali, the Red Cross has 104 years working with the community and social programs, and the organization has 6 main business centers. In this case, we have Hemo Center, Vaccination, Physical Rehabilitation, Dentistry, Clinical Laboratory, and the Educational Institute. And that's where I'm going to apply the exercise in the Educational Institute. The Institute main objective is the offer of quality educational programs for self-training and the strengthening of the work skills in the area of health and emergency care. They develop human talent with great capacity for management, social sensitive, and compliance with the human mission. And the Institute offers courses, postgrades, corporate training, and labor technical programs. The mission of the Red Cross, in this case in the Institute, is to develop more human, happy, and self-sufficient communities, transforming lives and fulfilling dreams, contributing to the sustainability of the institution. And the vision is to leave a legacy in society and position ourselves in the minds and hearts of people through the formation of empowered citizens of social change, strengthened in our values and with a great sense of humanity. We have the quality policies, and the objectives of this quality policy is, first of all, to have an academic quality management, pertinent, timely, impartial, and with a humanistic sense. Second, have an effective processes. Third, have a qualified and committed personnel. The fourth is increase the satisfaction of our students and stakeholders. And the last one is to improve constantly. Now, in the Institute, we have courses, postgrads, corporate training, and labor technical programs. This last one is the area I am in charge, and we are going to apply the model. For example, the director has requested that the budget for the next year has to be made in each of the cost centers from now, especially for technical work programs. As a new program is going to be introduced in the area, is to establish how many new people should enroll in the programs to reach a goal of 331,300,000 pesos. By the end of the year, we have 4 different labor technical programs in the Institute. The first one is assistant in nursing. The second one is administrative assistant in health. The third one is assistant in occupational safety. And the last one is assistant in pharmacy. The enrollment in nursing costs 1,830,000 pesos each student. In administrative is 1,250,000 pesos. In occupational, we have 1 million pesos, and in pharmacy, 1,500,000 pesos. All the cost of the program is composed by teaching hours, practice hours, fixed cost, and materials. And in the next chart we have the cost per program and per person. Now the questions are: how many students per program should enroll? The second is: what will happen if there is a minimum number of students per program that must be met? The third question is: what will happen if the current number of each program are handled but cannot be reduced from there? And the fourth one is: does it make any difference to reduce the value of any of the programs? The last one is: what recommendation could the director be given for the next year? So we have the first one: how many students per program should enroll. We have all the variables put it here with the model, the mathematical model. And now we are going to take all these restrictions and put it in Solver in Excel. Let's see what happened. Now we have all the variables here, and we have teaching hours, practice hours, fixed cost, materials. We have the variables of nursing, administrative, occupational, and pharmacy. We have put all the information here, and now we are going to see what happened with Solver. We have all the variables here, and let's see what happened. Okay, so now we can see that with the cost and the other information we have about the programs, say that it's better if we achieve 143 persons for the administrative program and 115 persons for pharmacy. That is the new program we are going to launch next year. And now we can see that they say that we can find people from nursing or occupational, because the best way to achieve this target, it's only making enrollments in administrative and in pharmacy. Other thing that we can see here, as for example, we have 115 in pharmacy, yeah, but we can see here in the slide that we have 21,846,318. That means that we need more money to the budget we want to achieve. Now we can put here to the administrative 44 members, 0 in nursing, 0 in occupation. Let's see the configuration in form. This is the information it launched. We can see the final value in 144 and 115, and we have a shadow price here. That means if we for example we achieve 1 or 2 students in nursing, it can cost more than we have, and in that way we can't achieve the money we want to achieve. That is what it happened with this model. That means that we are going to need more, for example, more practice hours, more teaching hours. that maybe in nursing or in occupational could be more than we can handle it. The second question, what will happen if there is a minimum number of students per program that must be met? For example, here we need that, for example, nursing has need to have at least 30 persons, administrative 30 persons at least, and occupational 24 persons at least, and pharmacy 12 persons at least. This is because pharmacy is the new program. So let's see what happened in the case number 2. Now we have all the information here, and actually we launched the solver before, and we can see the information right here. For example, we have the restrictions of at least 30, 30, 44, 24, and 12 here. We can see that we need the minimum of nursing, that is 30. The administrative, we need 106 persons to enroll. The occupational, we need 24, that is the minimum 2. And from pharmacy, we need 94 persons to achieve the maximum of the target, that is 353,146,289. In this case, for example, we are trying to achieve 30 persons in nursing, but that means that we need more hours in practice, that is this amount of from here, and maybe we are going to gain more money. We're going to receive more money, but we are going to have more cost. And that's how it works. For example, we can see in the case number 1 that they only take administrative and pharmacy. And here in the case number 2, we are trying that the model take nursing and occupational too, but the model is going to prevent and maintain all in this time. And the last one, what will happen if the current number of each program are handled and cannot be reduced from there? Maybe it's going to happen the same, because we have the case number 3 here, and we put it minimum 125 nursing, minimum. We have 44 persons in administrative and 24 in occupational and 12 in pharmacy. As we can see, the nursing and the occupational, it's they're going to maintain in the minimum, because we are saying that, but the model try to show us that it's better to put for example, the effort in administrative and pharmacy. Now, for the recommendation and conclusions from the model, we made this statement. For example, first of all, to achieve a maximum income, it is necessary to find a way to promote programs with lower costs and to leave a higher profitability. The second is the value of the occupational technical program could be increased a little bit. In that way, some effect of the additional cost of the other programs could be counteracted. The third one is, with the restrictions of the real numbers, the director could concentrate more in the administrative program in health and less in nursing. And the last one is, the new program could be positioned easier with a lower value. Those are some statements and that we achieved from this project. We are grateful to show this model, and thank you for sharing, or thank you for listening.